Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue, and look at that! It's a mud puddle. Oh my catness, it's a puddle of rain. We have needed rain for like 6 months at least, and finally it rained last night. And the thunder, it woke me up. It shook the entire house. I mean, the glass was like rattling in the windows, and I was just like, yes, yes, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. I think that's a different song and a different type of precipitation, but I'm very happy. The grass is very happy, and the cats are happy because it's a little bit cooler. So I'm gonna head out and let you guys see the cats this morning. Look at that again. Oh, it's water. It's puddling water. It was enough water to actually puddle. It's still on the platforms. All of the plants are still glistening with it. It's very, very exciting. Very exciting. See Ryan back there cleaning the servals. Des was right up front a minute ago. I see Jasmine sitting in her lockout, even though she could be out there in her vacation rotation. Don't know what's up with that. Go do the fun stuff, girl. Yeah, do the fun stuff. Oh yeah, somebody's talking to you. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Bree. Wouldn't you like to go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Yeah. There's some mud puddles to play in. God knows tigers love to play in the mud. I saw a video that Wildcat Sanctuary had posted of snow melting and creating mud puddles, and one of the tigers really enjoying that. I know, it looks like we're not good moms when you guys get all muddy, but that's your favorite thing. Just love to get muddy. Can we go out here? Yeah. It's not your best look in this feeding area. I know you already ate. Let's go for a long walk. We could go walk all the way around. You want to do that? Let's do that. Can you slow down for me? No. We're gonna run. We're gonna run all the way around the property. Gotta wait for your old lady grandma to catch up. Jasmine. Well, I hope you guys are as thrilled with your weather, whatever that may be, wherever you may be. I am really excited about the rain. My weather app says not to expect any more of it today. I rode my bike in even though it was really cloudy. Could you please stop? Hey. I'd love to give you guys a better look at her without the wire in the way, but as long as she's moving, I can't do it. So this noisy thing I just passed is our pump, and it is what keeps that lake out there from going dry. We pump the water from I've always called it the 18-acre lake, and now that we've had these surveys done, turns out it's 13 acres. So we've pumped the water from the 13-acre lake over there to the little pond to make sure it stays full. And then when we get a lot of rain, which we are bound to do. Oh, you're so sad. You're so pathetic. It's very pathetic. Yes. No, not gonna let you get my ankles. You had to come here where there's like double rows of wire. Oh, you're silly. You're just silly. What was that? Did you get yourself all worked up? Are you gonna lead me through some puddles? I won't even complain. Just like the cats, I don't like to get my feet wet, but I'm going to do it this morning because I have waited long enough for this rain. We needed it, Jasmine. If you guys have not gone over to the Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge Facebook page yet, please make a note to do that today. I spent yesterday making 20, count them, 20 reels that will be posted there of the practices at Turpentine Creek, like how they do their food prep, what their hospital looks like, their ambulance, all of the new construction out at the Freedom Field where our big cats are going to be moving. And when you see how beautiful it is there and how quickly the construction is going up, man, there's just so much happening in such a short period of time. And so you guys are going to love seeing those, I hope. And I think they may, oh, don't spray me. They might put them on as shorts on their YouTube channel as well. Not sure about that, but you guys are here on Facebook, so I know that's your platform of choice. Oh man, I can hardly keep up. I know. This area that Jasmine's in is our vacation rotation. It's 2.5 acres, and each cat gets a month out there, each tiger. But where they're going to have like from 1/2 acre to 1.5 acres, I think, are the size of those enclosures for each tiger all the time. So they can do this kind of walking all they want. In the wild, they could patrol 400 square miles. They are built for walking and running and swimming, and they will be able to do lots of that there. You're just the sweetest girl. Oh, we're coming to a corner again. Hope you don't do that weird thing in the corner. Yeah, you were kind of weird. Let's just keep on rolling. There we go. Good job. Because I'm trying to watch where I'm going and keep the camera on her, I'm afraid I can't see your comments, but I see that Deb's here, so I'm sure she can answer any questions you guys have. All right, I have come to the end of the line for me. Let me go out here. Yeah, I'll catch you on the other side. Let's do it on the other side, Jasmine. Of course, now you're out there being cute as all get out. Bear with me a minute here. Sorry to make everybody sick. Spinning in all directions. Do you hear the pterodactyls? I hear them. Those are actually sandhill cranes. Thank you. That was a much better look at you. Much better. Uh-huh. I saw what you did. And we're walking. And we're running. Where are you headed? And my feet are totally soaked now. It was worth it. All right. This is the big safety entrance for bringing in the grounds maintenance equipment. She is a busy girl this morning. One of the things that will have to be done out at the Freedom Field is a $12,000 tower in order order to bring the internet over there. So internet can travel through, I think it's Ubiquity that they use, from line of sight. Here, we can't do that very often because we have so much tree cover that there's not a straight line of sight. But there, what they do is they have one tower on top of one mountain where they're currently housing most of their animals and their main entrance and offices and all of that. And then they can beam it across to the Freedom Field, which is another mountaintop, through this line of sight. But it's a huge, huge tower. If you can imagine what a $12,000 tower looks like, it's big. And it has to be made so that they can get to the equipment. So it's one of those that kind of, you can fold it over to access the equipment, to clean it off, or to repair wiring and all of the stuff that goes wrong with internet. So that has to be installed. Right now we're working on installing the roads and the electric, and they got some of the plumbing. They need to get more of the plumbing. All these things that go into creating pretty much a brand new sanctuary. I mean, they have 2 hilltops already. They have Rescue Ridge and they have their main discovery area, but this is their 3rd hilltop because they're on 450 acres, and this one's called the Freedom Field. And so they're having to do everything from scratch there. The good news is that they're able to hire people to do it this time. In the past, they've always built their own cages like we did here, and it would take bloody forever. So having a crew that's what they do, and they have all of their people out there working on it, it'll go a lot faster. This is Simba Tiger. I got some cute video of him this morning kissing the tree. You're a tree hugger, aren't you? Yeah, you fit in perfectly here. Wow. Wow. Are you wanting to go for a walk too? So busy. I miss sweet Aria. Man, if you guys missed singing Sunday yesterday, Lisa brought the house down. There wasn't a dry eye in the place when she sang to Aria. It was a beautiful song about how beautiful you are. You're so beautiful. Thank God, some cat sitting still so that I can sit still for a minute, catch my breath. So let me catch you up on what's going on around the sanctuary while we have a opportunity to just be still. I know a lot of you have been very concerned about Priya Tiger. I think she's going to be 20 this year, and if she's not already. And she's been in kidney failure for a while. Our keepers have been absolutely amazing, working with her twice a day to try and get her to eat her full diet, which was not much to begin with because she's an old tiger and she sleeps all day. But it's just continued to decrease. She'll have a couple of good days and then she'll have several bad days. And right now she's in one of those bad day spells. I think it's been 5 days since she's eaten her entire diet. She's eaten various percentages of it, but yesterday was a really bad day. So first thing this morning, it was Erin Carden contacting the vet group about Priya and Manny. She hasn't said anything about Gilligan this morning, but he's one that we're keeping a very, very close eye on as well. So with Priya, my expectation is that when we draw blood, and I'm hoping we can do that today, but I don't know for sure. Jamie's been in discussion with the vet about when he can come out here. Mondays are his busiest day at the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. I think they must do spay day or something on that day. Oh, look at that red-headed woodpecker right behind Aria. I wonder if I can get a better view without it seeing me. It's on the tree outside her cage. Do you guys see that? think we have something like 3 subspecies of woodpeckers here. Anyway, today's likely to be a very busy day for him, but we're seeing whether or not he can come out later on and maybe sedate her and see if her kidneys are telling us that it's just time. That would be very, very sad, but we've been anticipating that for a while because you can step right in front of me, Bonnie. Like she thought she was going to be able to duck under. I want to be your limbo partner. Here she comes. So we shall see how that goes, and I'll keep you posted. One of the things that you may see if we do have the vet come out today is these 3 cats are really, I think, very, very close to the end of their lives, and we don't put that kind of pressure on our vet to make that call in front of a bunch of people during a Facebook Live. So even though I may cover some of the process of us going out there and checking on the cats and that sort of thing, it's very likely that I will turn off the cameras rather abruptly if I see that we're going to have to make a decision that's going to be very painful for everyone involved. And I would just ask that you guys be respectful of our vet and the people who work with these cats every day, to give them 5 minutes to grieve and deal with it before bombarding them with questions about why the camera went off or what happened. I know everybody wants to know everything the very second it happens here, and I think we've conditioned people for that, but it's very, very hard on the staff and volunteers. This is Max Tiger. I see Susan in the background cleaning, and that was Bonnie that you guys saw back there with Aria. And then Emma's over there by Manny. He's like I am when the maids come. It's like, I want to go someplace else while the maids are here. It's too distracting. And then Manny, Jaguar, if you guys were on the live with me, I think it wasn't yesterday, but I think it was Saturday. We went over to his den there, one of those hills that you see in the background. And I don't want to disturb him because we're trying to get him to come out of the den over into this area that doesn't have dens. But if you guys were on that live, or if you go back and check that live from Saturday, you can see that when I went up to the den, Manny just laid there and he just looked depressed, and he's not eating well or at all. I don't know if he ate at all last night. He didn't come out for feeding this morning, so I guess I don't know how he ate yesterday. I'll have to check his chart, but it's been declining, and it's just not like him to just lay in the den. Usually he wants to be up on the platform. He wants to see what everybody's doing. As soon as I come up to the wire, he's always like right there in my face. And it's not because he loves me so much. It's just because that's the way he is. He comes right up on people, and it's part of why he's such a dangerous cat, because he can get his little paws through that wire, and he has like no fear of being right in your space. So he's another one that we're going to try and lure him out of that den into an open area so that we can see better what's going on with him. All you can see is his face and his forepaws, and he just kind of is, I wouldn't say staring off into space. He seemed, 2 days ago, he seemed like he was aware of me being there. He just didn't seem particularly happy for me to be there. And then the last one that we're super concerned about right now is Gilligan. You guys have watched what the volunteers have been going through in trying to get him to eat. and it's just getting harder and harder and harder for them to get enough food into him to keep him healthy. And yesterday he was just like totally spacing out. When I say that, I mean more than what Manny was, just staring off into space. We don't think he can see very well, but it was notable by the people who work with him all the time that it was even worse. So he's another one that hopefully Dr. Justin can come out and do some evaluation and make sure that we aren't prolonging any suffering there. And I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's in his ferns. There's a palm frond right in front of his face. I know it's so heartbreaking when these guys get old and their bodies start to fail on them. We've nursed them through for as long as we feel is fair to them. And it's always a very difficult thing to decide, what is a quality of life. And usually when they stop eating, that's when they're telling us that they're ready. It's not always the case. You have some cats who want to eat right up until the very end. Hello, Kali Tiger. Kali Tiger's our oldest cat. She's 23 years old. I think Moses might be the same age. I'm not sure which of those are the oldest. Now that I've said that, maybe. Anyway. But she eats well every day. And she was having such a difficult time getting around that we didn't know whether it was due to the pain of arthritis, old age related issues, or what it was. And so I'm thinking maybe a week or so ago, the vet prescribed gabapentin for her, which is what a lot of our arthritic cats eat. And she seems to be getting around better. So that's good. But still, she's 23. There's Brittany. She's taking care of Kelowna and Dryden. Filmo loves the bicycle, don't ya? I love that bicycle. That's so fun. If I just let you look at it, will you just let us look at you? Yeah. You can make your plan for when you're going to kill the bike. Tomorrow is our 2 weeks before Give Day. Give Day is our first big fundraiser of the year. Going to be really curious how that goes. We desperately need your help right now because we're having to run the full expense of the sanctuary and completely build over for them a new place in Arkansas. So this is going to be a particularly tough year for us. And I'm hoping that during Give Day, we will see the support of people who understand that this is the best thing for these cats, so that they will always have a safe place to call home. And it's kind of ironic's not the word, but appropriate maybe, that Filmo is showing you these amazing platforms. So what we're going to do for fundraising for Give Day is raise money for all of their new platforms and their heated dens in Turpentine Creek, which is Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And so we want places to climb and play and hide. And as you can see, they love their dens and platforms. And so we're going to be sending the tree stump dens like those that you see over there. But those have a big open door. Can't really tell it from here, but maybe you can see how it's open. And the ones that Scott and Tanya are thinking about for these guys are more square, or I'd say rectangular shaped, so that there can be a door flap to keep the heat in. And the cats have the choice of whether they stay close to the heating elements or they can move closer to the door where you have a little bit of breeze coming in through the door. And that way they can regulate their own temperature. And there's no way to do that with our tree stump dens. So even though we'll send all of the tree stump dens, and we have like 75 of them, those are just good for shade and for hanging out. They're not going to do a whole lot against really cold temperatures. They'd be fine for as cold as it gets here, 30 degrees. And so they'll have a number of options that they can choose. But the money that we're raising for Give Day, which is in May, 2 weeks from now, will be for their dens and their platforms at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge. So tomorrow you'll start seeing us posting. Luana said she wanted about a gazillion 15-second clips of the cats on platforms and dens so that she can use those to promote all over the internet. And I'm hoping that you guys, every time you see those, will share them and like them and let everybody know about Give Day so that we can try to raise that money. We're trying to raise $100,000. We're spending $1.8 million to build their new enclosures and all the stuff they need at Turpentine Creek. And so that's why we need your help desperately, because it costs us $3.5 million to run this place here each year, plus the $1.2 million that we're having to spend up there, or $1.8 million rather, that we're having to spend up there. And then things can get back more to normal once the cats move, and all we'll have to do is then continue to take care of them there. So I hope you'll continue to help us with that as well. Filmo, thank you for being so amazing. I'm gonna hop off of this right now and see if I can get one of those clips for Luana, as long as he's gonna be okay with me being here. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I wasn't able to answer any questions. I was so busy talking and walking. But I hope you got your questions answered by Deb and Luana, and if not, they monitor these all day long, so they'll go back in and make sure that you're answered, or sometimes I have time and I'll do it. Can we get a nice close-up of you, Filmo, before we leave? You're so handsome. Just a handsome boy.